Thank you, Colonel Sellers, for sharing all that information with us and your personal experiences. It's extraordinary. We're going to take a final lap or two in this broadcast before we can conclude. I'm going to seemingly shift gears radically, but it's really, I have a feeling, somewhat related. We'll go to Alex and certainly have you weigh in too, Chuck. Elon Musk and Nikola Tesla. What I'll throw at the marker board here, take it wherever it leads us. I have opinions about Elon Musk, who he is or was, or what's happened with the entity, but that's for another broadcast. But what we, among many other things that we hear and see from Elon Musk, a lot of discussion about AI, the good and the cautions, a lot of discussions about robots, that perhaps they'll exceed humans down the line. Certainly will be taking over the majority of the industrialized workforce of the world in a matter of a short few years. We hear things about speed and time travel that we'll be able to get, from New York to LA in 15 minutes type of situation. We know about the patents that Donald Trump's uncle got, the MIT professor, from Nikola Tesla, that whole story, zero-point energy, anti-gravity, time travel, and portals. When I throw all that at the marker board, Alex, what role do you see, if any, concerning these two individuals, Elon Musk and Nikola Tesla? What did they know? What do they know? Have they had similar interactions that each of you have had? Anything that comes to your mind regarding these individuals?
Well, let's start with Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla had said often that he was contacting and talking to beings on Mars. He was very open about that. But everybody just thought, well, he's just eccentric because he's a genius, et cetera, et cetera. So they relatively dismissed it. Today it's not as ludicrous as it sounds, obviously. He just saw the world very differently. He was a man who was born probably at the wrong time. And because the things that he did, there were so many forces against him. The free energy, how he lit up the World's Fair of 1893, of 1898, of 1903. These were massive World's Fairs, St. Louis, San Francisco, Chicago. He lit them up. There were sidewalks that were moving. People didn't have to walk. All they had to do was get on these things. Electric cars. We had electric cars in the 20s. Okay, that was the first time we had electric cars. And they would get 700 miles, on a full charge. And I mean, this is documented, and then it all went away. So, he was just a man born he wasn't born in the right time for him. But nonetheless, his legacy has survived. Now, as far as Elon Musk, each individual plays a role. Now, Elon Musk may have his ideas of what's going to be, but it's really we, the people, that have to make those decisions. Not Elon Musk, not any single billionaire or politician. The sovereignty, the decisions of what's best for humanity needs to come from humanity. The problem is that we have been conditioned to stand on the sidelines and make others make decisions for us. I see that absolutely coming to an end. And it's going to start here in America, and it's going to spread like wildfire. And we're just not going to put up with it anymore. If it's something that truly benefits all of humanity, then we will probably be on board. If it just benefits the billionaires, then it's just not going to work. We're not going to do it. We're not going to allow it. So he's a brilliant guy. He has a lot of great ideas. However, many of them are about him and his company. I don't see how it's truly going to serve humanity yet. And that is going to be the question that's going to come up over and over and over again. Why are we doing this when it doesn't benefit humanity. So things are shifting. The tide is shifting. Humanity is coming back into its own. And I think a lot of these narratives we see now, 5 years from now, are going to be extremely different. They're going to be on the defensive, trying to push these ideas that are self-serving, and humanity is going to be pushing back, saying, but if it doesn't benefit all of us, why are you going to do it? So that's just how I see it. I don't see him evil. I mean, if that's even Elon Musk, there may be a second and third version of him at this point. He jokes about being an extraterrestrial. I don't know that it is a joke. He just figures nobody's going to believe him anyway. So, but that's how I feel about what's happening now. Nothing's written in stone anymore.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to mention this. I was reluctant to do so in this particular broadcast, but it seems applicable right now. We have a good friend. I know Chuck Sellers is aware of our good friend, retired Lieutenant Colonel Tom Lennox. And I've had Tom on the panel, as you know, and different broadcasts. He's come on with us. And I'm going to bring him on next month as well to this show, Offworld with JMC. So I'll just leave it as a cliffhanger and get some feedback from each of you gentlemen. And we'll dive into it deeper with Tom Lennox himself. But he had mentioned to me on and off air that President Trump has gone through a portal to the other side. I think he used the term the Galactic Federation, but I don't want to put words in his mouth. We'll bring him on. And that President Trump himself and some of his family members, as I recall him stating, went to the other side and are working with entities. In fact, the President Trump, for lack of a better term, has some level of muscle and authority with these entities here to serve us. My question, we'll go to Chuck and then Alex, and anything you want to unpack on this. How much does the president know? A lot more than meets the eye? I'll keep it simple like that. Colonel Sellers.
I think so. I think he does. And there's a school of thought, and he could be right smack dab in the middle of this school of thought, President Trump. There's a school of thought that AI is growing so fast that it just the idea that it's controllable is that idea is kind of being stretched, that we're adequately controlling it. And this theory is that we finally lose control of the AI. Okay, so think of the Terminator movies, more than just the one of the original one. The Terminator movies, where there's a school of thought that says the AI has gotten so dangerous, and that 500 million years from now, extinction of humanity was 500 years from now. I'm sorry, extinction of humanity was a very real danger, and it was, lurking right out there. And eventually, AI wanted to kill everything and take over everything for itself, and that we realized the danger, and that we were able to, if you believe in time travel, come back in time 500 years to fix the things that allow the AI to grow out of control. And we fix it now in this time, so that we prevent the collapse 500 years from now. I think that's an entirely valid line of thought, because just think about it. I think Star Trek, the movie Star Trek, the TV show, was a documentary of what we had been doing millions of years ago. Okay. I think Battlestar Galactica, that came after Star Trek, was a documentary of the flight of humanity from the attacking reptiles in the Lyran star systems, and where they were actually fighting to stay alive and make their way to Earth to colonize and survive the attack by the reptilians. All of those things seem possible. And in movies that are out, all the movies that are out back it up. They're like, to me, they're like documentaries. Nothing's new under the sun. They're all documentaries of something that happened in the future, and that hopefully we're learning from now.
Yes, I would add the movie The Matrix to the list of documentaries.
Exactly.
For certain. We're going to wind this broadcast down with a final question and then open the floor to anything you gentlemen want to share. And we'll go back to Alex. And if you care to comment quickly, Alex, on President Trump, does he know a lot more than meets the eye, especially off the heels of what was reported by Tom Lennox?
I think all the presidents after Bill Clinton had to be given more information. Remember, Bill Clinton tried like crazy to get information regarding proof of UFOs and extraterrestrials, and his head of the FBI and his director of the CIA kept hitting a stone wall because the NSA had classified that data rhyolite and zebra above, so that the president couldn't be read into it. And so he didn't have the right classification. Getting back to something Colonel Sellers just said, sir, the Andromedans have said, and I've been saying this for 35 years, that many souls from the future have come back in time to right a terrible wrong. In other words, we've incarnated here in order to right a terrible wrong that happens in the future. And that falls in line with what you just said, your comment. So I wanted to give you kudos on that. I think you're on the nose with that. Trump is the guy. He was the guy. He is the right man at the right time, at the right moment. He's just the one. And, what I've learned is that heroes are always necessary, and they can be made from even the scantiest of materials. Not that Trump is, but it can be anybody. But they're always made out of necessity. And I think all of the experiences he has had, even the comparisons to Pat that have often been made in regards to him, General Patton, all of those things have come together to culminate. He has all the right experience. He has the temperament. He has the will. The guy is as strong as you can imagine anybody. He's got this iron will, and he's just the right guy to make this happen. And it's going to happen. We're going to be successful. We're going to break out of the matrix. We're going to be free. We're going to have an opportunity to manifest the world that we want. We just have to catch up, and we ourselves have to do the inner work so that we know what it is that we want. You can't build something if you don't know what it is you want. And that's something every one of us individually have to make decisions about. Who are we going to be, and what is it that we want, so that we can focus on manifesting it and making it happen. And we're going to be okay. I know that we're going to be okay. It's going to be a little rocky because people are still waking up. It's not going to happen overnight. It may take us another 15, 20, 25 years to really appreciate everything that's happened. But we'll get there. We will get there. And, the ET piece, it's interesting, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not about the extraterrestrials. This is all about us. Their purpose for being here is to help remind us of who we are. All right? That's the reason. This is about us, humanity on the earth, coming together, achieving our potential, understanding what our potential is, so that we can join the stars and help free other civilizations out there as well. Because we'll have the experience, we will have the experience to mentor other races. And that's our contribution.
Thank you, sir. What do you anticipate, Alex, will be revealed as more and more files undoubtedly will continue to be released? In my opinion, I think they'll be ratcheting up the intel and information they have and gradiently and responsibly sharing it with the world. If I'm right about that, what do you anticipate might be revealed as time goes by?
Well, John, you are right. You are right. But, the technology is going to be the one thing that everybody's going to see on the surface. But the most important, in my opinion, the most impactful information will be about our ability as souls to create, to manifest, to heal, and our power to manifest and create our future. The CIA has a lot of documentation on this, of studies that they have done for decades and decades, and they've classified virtually all of it so that we would not know our own power individually. I think that is going to be the most important thing, because no matter where we go, we have to become leaders. And in becoming a leader, we will learn to protect each other. We will defend each other, because only in defending each other will we remain free. And if we genuinely want to be free, we have got to learn to defend each other. That's the only way it's going to happen. And becoming a race of leaders, that's how we do it.
Thank you, sir. Any feedback and closing comments from you, Colonel Sellers?
I think you're exactly right, Alex. I mean, I think if we don't come together as a world, I mean, humans, a world of humans, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all part of humanity, and we have to come together, or we're not going to survive it. I mean, in the end, we have to work together, respect each other. I mean, hell, we got to love each other. That's I mean, if we don't do that, then we will fail again. But I think we will. I think we're making some pretty good headway into it. I think just us talking about this is helping people to come along and to open up and open your mind, because this could happen. And these things are happening to certain people amongst us. It's got to be a reason for it. I mean, it's not just random universe events, I don't believe. And so I think you're right on the money. I think that's the direction we're going, and that we have to go.
This is the course correction humanity's always needed.
Yeah.
It's right here, right now.
And we're living it.
That's
it's unfolding right in front of us. It's unfolding right in front of us.
That's exactly right. We're all on that journey together right now, the course correction for all of humanity. And thank goodness we've got help from off-world entities. Alex, what's the best way for people to follow you and your work?
We have a website. It's Alex Collier, COLLIER.org. And we do a webinar every Friday with interviews with guests. Sometimes you're stuck just with me, and others we just do a Q&A. The entire 2.5, 3 hours is people just asking questions, and that's pretty much it. We're here to be of service, and this is the way we know to do it. So,
well, thank you for that. And while some of our audience knows you well, you of course came highly recommended by a lot of people to us, and how right they were. But we have so many people new to this dialogue for obvious reasons. and they're listening to you for the first time. So again, what's your website? Please, I encourage everyone to stay connected with Alex, learn more, get your questions answered, and get connected up to people in the light that are helping all of us help ourselves. What's your website again, sir?
Alex Collier, COLLIER.org.
Thank you very much. And Colonel Sellers, I'm not quite sure if you have a mechanism or desire to interact with the public, but if you do you care to share that with us now?
Yes, it's charles.sellers, SELLERS, 87 at gmail.com. And I have received some very interesting emails from out in the field, and it's people with similar stories or similar experiences. And I find it valuable. I find it valuable to hear from you. And I appreciate it.
Well, thank you both very much. This has been more than I expected on my first premiere show of Offworld, because it's a delicate subject, as you gentlemen well know. And I can't think of two better guests than to have launched this broadcast than you two gentlemen. I can't thank you enough. I request of our audience to share this broadcast far and wide. This is the beginning of at least my journey on taking this subject on. So God bless you both. Brings a whole new level of meaning to where we go one, we go all. I'll be right back with my closing announcements and my personal story to share with you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Join JMC Broadcasting's monthly Global Defense War Military Panel. JMC hosts an esteemed panel of military experts, including Ricardo Bosi, Tom Lennox, Chuck Sellers, Michael Jaco, Derek Johnson, Brad Wozni, and other military guests. Join us each month, where this panel of esteemed guests analyze the current events across a broad spectrum of topics, addressing the questions and concerns that you have. Subscribe for free by visiting jmcbroadcasting.com. John looks forward to seeing you at the next episode of the Global Defense War Military Panel broadcast, right here on jmcbroadcasting.com.
All right. Well, thank you for staying here with me. I'd like to leave you actually with a song that I wrote back in 1999-2000 in the mountains of Colorado, about 8,000 foot elevation. The song's called Powers of Light. And in short, before we run that song, I was in my home, again, over 8,000 foot elevation, population about 3,000 in the county, maybe 800 in the little town. And it was snowing, and it was beautiful and peaceful and serene. It was a Saturday morning, as I recall, and I had a rectangular window in this loft spot I was in with a skylight above. And that rectangular window, I'm watching this snow come down. And I'm a songwriter, for those that don't know that. And I had my acoustic guitars, again, 1999, I think, in the bed with me, and a micro cassette and a pad and a pencil. And I was inspired to write a song out of nowhere. And what happened to me is, the best way I can describe it, and I'll be brief, is I left my body on what seemed to be a beam of light right out that rectangular window into the sky. It was blue sky, and then above into darkness sky, into something that I couldn't describe. I don't know if I was gone a second or a lifetime. As I returned back, and it was a feeling of a roller coaster swoop, there I was, and the song just came out. And this is a true story. The song's called Powers of Light. I started playing chords I don't even know, and finger-picking patterns that I'd never done. And I heard the whole song, and the hook, if you will, of a song was very strong and emotional and came to me. Sure, thereafter, I, in the human sense, finished the crafting of it and put the lyrics and so forth to it. The song is called Powers of Light. I played the various acoustic 6 and 12-string guitars on this recording. I did the lead vocals, which I shouldn't be doing. I'm not a good singer. And two ladies, Britta and Mary, rest in peace, both from Colorado, joined the backing vocals. This song is called Powers of Light. And here are the lyrics, and I'll leave you with the song. Born again into this world, the plight of another eternal soul. In my travels before I returned, I'd seen what I needed to learn. The knowledge and wisdom instilled, for all, this shall be fulfilled. Off I go as an angel in flight, ascending, O powers of light. I am grateful for all that you are. Your true self shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in flight, O powers of light, O powers of light. Century after century, the truth now unfolds. Before me now I can see, together as one we shall be. From the sacred cup flows the liquid light. The beloved great ones are here with me. Off I go as an angel in flight, ascending, O powers of light. I am grateful for all that you are. Your true self shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in flight, O powers of light. I'll leave you with this song. I want to thank my two incredible guests for their experience shared with us, their knowledge, and their insights. Folks, thank you for joining us and coming through this portal for this course correction for all of humanity. Where we go one, we go all. I leave you now with Powers of Light. We'll see you next month on Offworld with JMC.
Of another eternal soul. My travels before my return, I've seen what I needed to learn. Knowledge and wisdom instilled for all, this shall be fulfilled. Off I go as an angel in flight, ascending, O powers of light. Grateful for all that you are. Your true self shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in flight. Oh, powers of light, powers of light. Century, the truth now unfolds. Before me now I can see, together as one we shall be. From the sacred cup flows a liquid light. shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in flight. Oh, powers of light. I am grateful for all that you are. Your true self shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in light. Oh, powers of light. I am grateful for all that you are. Your true self shines as a star. I'm ascending as a spirit in light. Oh, powers of light.